message and the story of Job. Okay, now we're going to focus on the initial 5 verses, but I'm just setting it up. Okay, in the first initial 2 verses, God was bragging on how good Job is, right? And the subsequent verses, the next two, 3 and 4, just describes how blessed Job is, in his estate and his kids. He had like 7 of them. Okay, now in verse 5, it reads, "And it was so when the days of feasting were done about that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, and that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts, and did so continuously." Okay, now, but pretty much he was doing. They always did like a feast for their birthdays and stuff like that, and he did this every year for every single one of them. Okay. Now, we already know Job lost everything, including his kids, okay? Now, there's 2 storylines here, okay? There's one where the kids might not have intimacy with God because they died. Sorry, spoiler. Not laughing, but, and they were over their eldest brother's house, okay? Drinking, feasting, okay? And Job was likely working. You can't make this up, okay? Now, this sounds like the story of like when Moses too, when the people like heavily relied on him, okay? Always went to him, to see what God said, for blessings, okay? And then for the anointing, right? Now, here, Job survived, but his family did not, okay? So, if this binds you, what I'm getting at is that intimacy is really important with God, and if you don't have it, you won't be saved. Okay, and actually, the kids here might have been idols. It's possible too. Okay, now His grace is sufficient. Okay, He is God of mercy, right? So take this back, but also somebody prayed for mercy for someone. Okay, so you might want to go to God and say thank you. Okay, because His grace is sufficient, and He is the God of mercy. Okay, so we always should be humbled with any and everything that we have, no matter how few it is, and how much you have. Okay, so let's stay in the Lord. All right.